Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's Mazi again. And I'm here to do my outlook for today, being Monday, 20th of July, 2026. Okay. Yeah. Let me start from the weekly. So, yeah, looking at the weekly, price action is balanced. Price action is balanced. Yeah, very much balanced. We can see, this week candle is looking like an inside candle to this other week. So what's the expectation for price to maybe pull down and take this low before we get the continuation to the upside, or maybe we take this high to balance this candle? But we're actually trading from the daily time frame because we are feeding off the daily structure. And I was on a buy around here to go up, but looking at last week price action, can see how the red candles are bigger than the blue candles. So meaning gold has not yet decided to start pushing up from the look of things here. Gold have not made a decision, but we don't know what today's candle might be. We don't know if today is going to make that decision for us. But if we scale down to the 2 hours time frame, yeah, here is looking somehow. Yeah, here is looking as if we'll most likely get a push to the upside from this, but regardless, it doesn't mean that price must go up anyways. And if we want to mark from structure based on structure, this is our last 4 hour structure, and price is playing around the zone, right? Playing around the other block zone. But because this is coming from the daily, and the daily is looking very much bearish, that's why this 4 hours is finding it difficult to hold price to the upside. But we see, and inside here we can see a 2 hour structure, a clear 2 hour structure, and this is an incomplete H2 structure. That's an incomplete 2 hour structure. Let me put this. Why? Because there's nobody close yet. There's nobody close. It's all week. So what the price will most likely do is let me mark the source candle. Yeah, source candle range is a bit wide. So guys, if you're watching on Instagram, you can go to YouTube to get this full video. Yeah, you can go to YouTube to get this full video. So I just mark out my zone. Yeah, mark out my midpoint. I like taking my trades from the midpoint. I don't know why, but I've observed from my journal, it makes more sense for me to take it from the midpoint, because most times price don't just tap other block and move. Maybe before it used to work, but what I noticed this period is price always comes for the midpoint, or 80% of the time comes for the midpoint. So the midpoint becomes my entry, then here becomes the exit zone. So what are my expectation? I'm expecting gold to pull into this point, then we get a reaction to the downside to most likely take this low. Yeah, most likely take this low, but I'll be trading it off a confirmation. No confirmation, no trade. So that's my outlook for gold. So let me check BTC. As for BTC, my expectation was for price to make it all the way to this point. But from the look of things, price is really struggling. From the look of things, price is struggling badly. Check the 4 hours time frame. You can see the 4 hours time frame. He tried to make a new 4 hour structure but failed. And this is the low of the weekly. There's the weekly low. And here he made a pullback, tried to make a 4 hour structure and failed. So I was expecting price to pull back all the way to this zone here before we drop to the downside. But I don't know what BTC is doing. I really don't know what BTC is doing. This is the last 4 hours buy structure that is complete. It came back and reacted off. This is where you finished the structure. So I was expecting it to come a bit lower, but it just came here and tapped this point and bounced off. Now I don't know what it's planning to do. I really don't know. So for now, we're going to be out of BTC till the price is clear. I will be out of BTC till I get a good pricing, till I really understand what BTC is up to. But from this candle, from the momentum on this candle, I feel it wants to sell. It wants to drop, but we'll find out. We'll find out by 10. We'll know what the plan is. So let's check GBP USD. So yeah, GBP USD. I was actually hoping to, to sell GBP USD into this block, into this demand zone here, so I can keep buying to the upside. But it came down to the 50%, did this, and this is looking more like a leg to continue buying. So it's looking more like a leg, and it happened during the market closure. Before market closed, anyways, this. If you had maybe gone like this and market opened, I would have said, okay, I'm shorting it. But it did this. This thing it did, this W stuff it did here is dangerous. This will most likely push price to the upside. So I am going to disregard all the zone I already identified from last week. I'll disregard it. But in case you hold, still fine. The better trade is here. This is a better trade because this is actually a counter trade. So the best trade is to wait for price to come into the zone. Then I buy to the upside. Likewise, same thing on GJ, right? GJ did the same thing. GJ did the same thing, same exact thing. And GJ only did break of structure, and this before it came into 50%, and also tapped this point, this breaker here. And this is what we got, this reaction. So you'll most likely move to the upside. But just in case it drops, then I'll be waiting for it around here, because this is the best zone to trade off, because this is a counter trend and this is me moving along with the trend. So yeah, before I get to the end of the video, this video is proudly sponsored by Holaprime, one of the best prop firms out there, and their rules are very easy, way too easy. And they pay traders actually. In fact, they have a record of no payout denial and the fastest payout in the industry. And who verified this? Deloitte. Deloitte were the ones that put this out. And until date, whatever they are doing is being audited by Deloitte. Every payout goes through Deloitte to make sure they maintain their record. So trading with Holaprime, you don't have anything to worry about, but you just have to pay attention to the rules. Make sure you read the rules to understand. The moment you do that, and you trade according to the rules and get to payout, you surely get your payouts. In fact, Holaprime even set up a program called the Prime Circle, where they're encouraging traders to be consistent to get up to like 5 payouts. So they can put them into the elite club, which is the Prime Circle, where they enjoy massive benefits. You can have your capital upgraded up to $2 million and other numerous benefits. So it's a very beautiful one. Trade the Holaprime, there's no consistency rule except you're doing instant withdrawal, but bi-weekly and bi-monthly there's no consistency rule. News trading is allowed on the Prime account. No lot size restriction. Weekend holding is allowed. Static drawdown, not trailing drawdown. Beautiful firm. And not just that, they have a broker, Holaprime Market. Their spreads are wonderful. Their spreads are beautiful. So I would like you to check it out. Check out the account. The accounts are quite cheap also. The cheapest account there is going for $9, and that's a $2,000 account. Very cheap, right? So check them out. They equally have futures for those who trade futures, and they are in over 175 countries, including the US and Canada, and most countries where other prop firms cannot operate. Holaprime is there, active, and they are fully verified. Okay, so use the link on the screen. Use the link on my bio and use the code on my screen to get yourself an account. Enjoy a very beautiful discount. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to the last pair. And the last pair is CHFJPY. CHFJPY is yet to show what it wants to do, but it's supposed to actually be buying. It's supposed to be buying. It's supposed to be buying. So why am I saying so? Because this is an incomplete break of structure. You can see incomplete break of structure. Why? Because wait a minute. Let me zoom in to be sure. Yeah, I'm correct. So this is an incomplete break of structure because there's no body close, and price did what? Came back inside, did this. Now this is the third time he tapped the same zone. And this third touch is what I'm expecting to pull price to this place. So you can give us like a better what? Break of structure. And not just that, this break of structure might most likely be a daily break of structure. Because there's a clear sweep of this low. Oh, there's no sweep of this low. All right. That's my expectation. So I'm expecting price to pull all the way to this point. So what will I be doing is I will be on the 2 hours, 1 hour, or the 30 minutes to see where I can get a possible entry. Okay. I can see something building up here. So if I get a close above this high with a body, then I'm going to mark this point, drag it to the future. Okay, after dragging it, I will identify my midpoint. And my exit point. Then I delete this. Delete. This will be my entry. Or a possible entry. Then stop loss around this low. Stop loss around this low. Then I'll be targeting this high or this high. The best high is to target, or I might just get greedy and stretch it all the way to this point. Man, that'll be like 1 to 30 RR. But let's see. Let me just check. For the fun of it, let's see. Most likely put the stop loss here. Okay. Okay, to be like 1 to 15 RR. Anyways, we just watch out and see. We just watch out and see what the price holds for us this week. Okay, guys. It's been an amazing session with you guys. I will see you guys on my next Outlook video. Bye, guys.